Good morning.
Morning, welcome back.
It's been a while.
Been a while. It's been so long, we've completely finished and restarted Monday Night League. Apologies for that one, but we will fill you in on all that you have missed. Monday night was won by IBS, Irritable Bowel Syndrome. Great name, great name. Alex, Nick, Thomas and Aaron, so well done to them. We are now 3 weeks into a new season. We did have a lot to work out for that Monday League. We were working out if we were going to move to trios, if we were going to stay as doubles. Voted in that we stayed as doubles, which we are still a 16-team full league, so that is amazing. Can't fault that. A few new teams, a few have amalgamated, a few new teams, a couple dropped out and have moved to a Thursday, which is again great. That's the progression that we'd like to see. So it's still a full league, a few new teams, a few old teams, everybody in the middle. It's great.
And some fantastic new names, actually.
There are some really
Just
good
to
names.
highlight
There
some
are
of
some
these
good
new names, I've got Tucking Fenpin, personal favourite of mine, Two Fingers Deep, Tism Strikes Back, Alley Oops, BBT,
And Blue Balls.
and Blue Balls, and Pocket Pounders. Can't forget about the
They
Pocket
are-
Pounders.
They are all good. Good
So
incoming names.
Monday night is very different dynamic this year, I think. We've got a lot more quality in the league. I think there's a lot more to play for, a lot more to fight for. Actually, what's been really nice is have a lot of our Thursday bowlers. There's now 2 extra Thursday night bowlers in our Monday night league
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So people just want to bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's telling
Andy
me.
Davidson's come back to the Monday League after 10-year absence, which is great to see. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's really good.
They
Yeah,
did
you know, we
pretty
had
well.
yeah, exactly. We had a gap, and him and Sam straight away said, right, yeah, we'll have it, which was brilliant. I didn't have to do any searching. It was just a case of I have a space, right, fine, and it was done within an hour, which is brilliant.
Which is great.
Yeah, amazing.
The Monday Night League, we are 3 weeks in so far, and we have a little bit of a different dynamic this year. B&B are nowhere near the top this time round.
Not yet. Loads of time.
We have 8 points off 3 weeks, so it's not going particularly well. I think we had 0 points the first week, 2 points the next week, and then 6 points last week. So that tells me it's on the way up. All right?
Darren did struggle on his first week.
He did.
He did.
He's
Yeah. He had a day.
And I'm not playing. I'm injured, so the team B&B are having to make do without their star, unfortunately, and it's not going so well. So, in top place in Monday night, we have Lucky Strikes. They've only lost 5 points so far. Just behind them is Tucking Fenpin and Pocket Pounders on the same amount of points. They've won 18, lost 6. Two Fingers Deep, which is Mikey and Dan,
yeah.
in 4th place.
How they're in 4th. I mean, Mikey's carrying them something chronic. Dan has not had a good start to the season.
No, but Mikey's just flying in every league he's playing. in at the
Dan had
moment.
3 150s last week, I think. He started with a 130 this week. But you know what? It was great fun to watch.
How's he taking
And he
it?
did have a 200. He was laughing away. I didn't give him a choice.
Good.
Mikey didn't give him a choice either. He was crying.
Yeah, it goes one or two ways with
Yeah,
Dan,
yeah.
but it's nice to go the positive way.
Yeah.
Then we have Brooklyn Badgers in 5th, which is really nice because James and Rob have
Yeah.
making some really good progress this year. Alley Oops in 6th, Angel Fish 7th, which is
And they've only played 2 of the 3 games. And they're more than mid-table. So there we go.
scrum. Then we have Blue Balls in 8th, BBT in 9th, and Turkey Trilogy in 10th. I'm not going to tell
Turkey
you.
Trilogy. So that is
Turkey
obviously
Trilogy.
Kit's son Milo is in that team. So they've gone Turkey
Love
Trilogy
that.
this year.
I love that.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
When we were thinking about going trios, Kit manipulated his son into bowling with them. But Milo's loving it.
He does, he loves it.
He's
Comes
a
in
2-hander.
sessions,
Yeah, he coaches with Mike.
Yeah. He came in with Kit for a session last week, and Mike was obviously meant to be here but couldn't make it, and he didn't let him get away with it. Let's put it that way. Milo was like, "Oh, it's fine. I can just bowl games and Kit." No. Drills. One step, foul line drills. I was like, "This is brilliant." Did not let him get away with it.
But that's the right way to go
Yeah,
about
exactly,
it.
yeah, too right.
When you're changing, when you're learning, because Will Frush today, I know he didn't have the best week last week. He's wanting to do some more coaching with Steve, and
That's it, yeah.
and he said that he's desperately in need of some coaching now,
Yeah.
which I think we can all agree with. B&B are in 11th, Shabas in 12th, JB's 13th, Gembo 14th, Pirates 15th, and Tism Strikes Back in 16th. Who's Tism? So that's Will and
Dan.
Will and Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll sort of confirm Will's struggling a little bit at the start of the year, but it'll come back. It'll all come back.
He's just sandbagging. That's what he's doing. Secretly, he's just sandbagging, ready for the tournament season coming up. But you know, it's all to play for. Monday night is looking really strong at the moment. There's a lot of quality in the league, so let's see what happens. I think we need to move to Thursday now, don't we?
Yeah, Thursdays. On to Thursdays. Division 2 is starting to separate itself a little bit. It is starting to separate. We've got, Gary is still top with 171. We're 21 weeks in now, and he has played all his matches, I believe. So he is top by 12 points from Mikey, who, I mean, Mikey has just been going off the last 3-4 weeks. He had the Division High Series by 102
It's
pins.
the love revs.
It's the
love revs.
Loved up. It is the love revs. But he has got the Division High Series now by 102 pins.
Smashed
Before that, it was 136.
And bear in mind that 945 was on Cheetah.
937. Yeah, that was on
937,
Cheetah. That was a
Cheetah.
back match on Cheetah. Yeah, he went off. I mean, but then Jared joined the 800 club
He did.
in Division 2 last week. So big shout out to Jared. 835 on 15 and 16 as well, of all places. So nothing wrong with that pair.
Worst
He
pair of
bowled
the
really,
building.
He bowled really, really well. Really well. Gary did just take back the high average from Mike. Mike took it for 2 weeks. Gary crept back in and had it again. He's on 176. Mike on 175, and then you're on 169.
But I've got a few games in hand.
You've got a game. You have got a game in hand.
I think that match against Gary, I should have taken the advice and dropped out when I did, and unfortunately that was
Yeah,
a
that's
big,
it. That's
that
a
was
big
a big
gap.
8
Yeah,
points.
you're 35 points behind him now
Yeah.
with only one game in hand. So let's
Yeah.
call it 25, 27 points.
Yeah.
Big gap with we're exactly halfway through the season this week. So, you know, week 22 out of 45. So, yes.
It depends how many go up, to be honest.
Yeah, it's 2
You
up, 2
know.
down. The third's not where you want to be.
Yeah, but is it 2 up, 2 down this
Well, it
year?
depends who
'Cause we are-
stays, who goes.
That's,
But yeah,
that's what
it's-
I'm
yeah.
thinking about.
Technicalities.
But do I want to go up to
Technicalities.
get swamped every week by Rory, Markle, Simon? Or do I enjoy winning games?
That'll make you learn. That will make you learn. And then, so below, obviously, you're third with 136. Ling Gamage is 121. Jared up to 117. Barris on 110, and then Hillary on 100 in seventh. They're the players all on 100 or more. So that's a good array of players. Good, you know. What have we got? Where's Dan? Dan. To be fair, Dan has still got 5 matches to make up, and he's on 87. So he's won more than 50% of his matches, or his points. So he should be up there somewhere, maybe 4th or 5th, looking at it. If he does well, he's 4th in averages. Tied is actually he's got exactly the same average as Lynn, so he should be, puts him relatively close to 4th, 5th, which is really good to see. Gary Baker still holding on to high game on a 257, with Alex on 256. So that was well done to Gary there for that. Gary is 3rd on the high series with 794, so still just 2 players on the 800 club. Well, technically 1, and then you've got Mikey in the 900 club because he just went bonkers 1 week. But that's pretty much rounding off Division 2. Mikey's made a big push. I think he's gone from 5th to 2nd in the space of a month.
Because he hasn't shot below like an 800
That's
in
it.
5 weeks.
Yeah, he went. I think he had
Because bear in
760
mind he
this
shot
week.
830, then
yeah.
he shot 840,
Yeah,
then he
and then
shot
930,
930, then 860. Like,
Yeah,
he's gone
he
nuts.
was going crazy. Division 1 is a little bit behind.
Before we start Division 1,
Before we start,
can we shout out someone this week who got his first 300?
we can in Division 1, Mr. Joe Lovelace.
Congratulations,
In
Joe.
Bryce Norton of all places as well. Yeah, massive congratulations to Joe joining the old 300 club. Finally, he had 299 about 15 years ago, I think, and he's been living on that ever since. But yeah, well done to Joe. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant
Shout out,
stuff.
Joe. Well done.
Joe currently is bottom of Division 1. However, he has only played 52 matches out of 84.
He
Or
has been
52
off for a
games.
while.
Yeah, he had to have a little sabbatical mid-season, so he's still got a lot to make up in Cheetah.
Ooh.
So yeah, not a nice pattern regardless.
Unless you, Mike. Or you.
Rory is still top, but I mean Division 1 have a lot of matches to make up, which is a shame.
I
but
think that's running out.
What's that?
I think Rory's running out of steam.
I'm getting him.
I think
I'm
the
having him.
choo-choo
I'm coming.
trains are
I am
coming in for him.
I managed to increase. Well, so going back to Mikey's high series of 937, the rat, took my high series of the entire league by 4 pins. I had 933. Wasn't having that. Wasn't having any of that. Came in this week 974. Had him next to me as well, which was even better. He wasn't liking it. He was wishing for me to go. Didn't happen. So yeah, I've managed to come back at him with a 974, which was pretty.
Did he not even
pretty sweet.
scream at you?
No. But we're friends now, it's fine.
Good.
We weren't friends on the night.
No.
He told me.
He came home, he played Minecraft or Roblox and then set himself up.
Yeah, but Rory is still top. I'm still top by 17 points, so it's not a small gap. I've got a game in hand, but it's that even if I win that 10-0, it's still 7 points. That's a good week and a bad week from those two people to flip that. Graham and Vincenzo tied in third and fourth on 110. Again, Graham's got a game in hand, so again should be a little bit higher maybe than Vincenzo at some point. Si's on 108, but with 2 games in hand over Vincenzo, so again, he's only 2 points behind, so he'll probably be third or fourth. Kim on 101 with 2 games in hand, so again, probably fourth, fifth, third, depending on the results of those matches. And then we're looking at Louis on 94, Danielle 90, Ed on 75, but again, Ed's got 3 matches in hand, so there's all to play for. Everybody has at least 2.
And Ed's gone back to playing bowling again, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
I was paired with him at the ESBT, and you know what? His physical game has improved quite a lot.
He's a delight.
Over the last month.
Except when he's thrown the ball at the head pin.
So it's good.
Not a delight.
So it's good to see that he was happy with it as well. Good. I think he averaged 170, mid 170s, but he was happy. He went away happy. Good. He felt like he'd thrown better shots throughout the whole day.
If you're walking out that building happy with how you bowled, you can't.
Especially in an ESBT, you know it's really good stuff. They're tough. They're not easy. You know, it's always good going out there thinking you've bowled.
Talking about ESBTs, shout out to our Paddy, the Paddy, who came second
place. Yeah, beaten by Rog.
Allmore,
who, I mean, he had 740, I think 746 for his last 3 games. You know, he was par for 5, and then he just went. So you can't fault that.
Shout out.
On that pattern, you know, it was PBA Bear from 2019, relatively flat, 41-foot pattern. It was, he had a Scorpion low flare.
I heard.
Yeah, pretty much for his whole block. I was Black Hammer on the right from start to finish. I think there were only a couple of others using Black Hammer that day. Me, Brandon, and Thurlby used it for a little bit I think from maybe game 4 to 8, 3 to 8. Started off with reactive and it just didn't look good. But there were a few people playing different parts of that lane in our block, which maybe then forced him inside just with that Black Hammer. And it worked steadily for him, but didn't quite get the same results as me and Brandon. But then we crossed a couple of times as well. So we set the lanes up quite nicely for each other on a couple of occasions. I hit one bad pair, hit 5 and 6, had a 150 something naff, and that cost me. But again, Paul took the win by 80 something pins, so it wasn't. Yeah, in the end, it wasn't close. So yeah, fair play, shout out to him, nice one.
But you still did well.
Brandon has gone top of the Masters rankings.
Nice.
I'm in second. I think now that's put Paul up to 5th, I think. So yeah, a lot of results went a different way at the weekend because Chris Oates wasn't able to get there. Mike Quarry's injured, so a couple of those in the top 5, 6 went down a bit. But that's the perk of being able to miss an event. You have to, it's your best 5 out of 6 plus the English Open for your points.
Is the English Open in it?
It is, yeah. I have spoken to chatters. It is going to be in it. The scores from your first block will count. You have to pay your fee for your points to count, but that is a thing. It doesn't count towards your best. No, sorry, it does count towards your best 5. You still have to do, I think, 4 other events for it to count as well, but it will count. I did also manage a high game on Thursday of 290. That was good fun.
That's
yeah,
cool.
It was. A lot of people said.
Oh, I was watching you.
Yeah, so you know what? Interesting about that 290. A lot of people said, "Oh, you gutted," and I thought, actually, no, because that first frame, I left a 4-pin. Leaving that 4-pin made me move a board left, and then the next 11 were great shots. They were really good shots. Sometimes in higher games, you need a couple of lucky ones. I had 260 at the weekend. It was a good score. It wasn't a good game. It was a good score. But that 290, they were pure. But that 4-pin in frame 1 made me move that 1 board left. Same area, same target. If I didn't leave that, if I'd have struck in frame 1, I might have got unstuck in frame 3, 4, 5, and maybe had a 220, whatever. But having seen that in frame 1 allowed me to then move. So it was a better game than it probably could have been if it had gone a couple more frames. So that was really nice. Rory, that's the thing. Rory's top. His average is 18 pins less. Make it make sense.
He
I'm
wins
coming
his
for him,
games.
but that's exactly what he
wins
says.
his games.
You win who's in front of you. It doesn't matter what,
Play the man in front of you.
Yeah,
not-
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, it's all about week to week, because you can shoot 750 one week and lose, and then 970 is great. You'll win, but there's a big gap. That's what's going to boost the average. So yeah, like he says, he does say, you've just got to beat the man in front of you. And that's pretty much your wrap on Thursday. So like I say, we've got a lot of matches to make up. So when we've got our breaks in August, we should be able to give you a bit more of an update of
What's going on.
standings. Yeah, I mean, they are obviously true standings, but once those matches have all been made up, then we'll have a bit more of a true standing.
Amazing. Well, see you next time.
See you next time.
Pleasure.
Don't forget, like, subscribe.